welcome back to Who Would Have a Sprinter and Keep Ploughing Money into It. So, another ABS fault. ABS sensor gone on the front this time. I'm due to go and have an MOT. I'm going to have to tidy everything up first before that. I think we've got a sticky back brake. Possibly have to have a look at all the brakes and just make sure the slides are working. The van has been sitting for a long time, maybe 4 months since I last ran it. Still going okay. No, I did have a issue with an engine light to come on, and what it was, there was feathers from a pigeon I'd hit. Feathers had gone into the air filter and choked them up. I'd forgot to look in the airbox. I didn't actually think the feathers had gone in the airbox, but they had, so it was getting the wrong air. And how I cured that was, crazily, was the van had been sitting at work while I was trying to figure out why I was in limp mode. What I did was I took the battery out of it for a couple of days to recharge it, took it home to recharge it, came back, put it in, and the code had gone. So I guess that's one way to do it. But let's get on with this. Who would have a Mercedes Sprinter? Right, first thing we need to do, sorry about wind noise guys, outside, Scottish summer, nice and windy. A bit of WD-40, I've run out of D-block, which I'm really annoyed at. You can see where that sensor's broken there. So we are looking for a Torx E10 to take this little, is it an E10? Maybe not. I was sure it was. We just put an extension on here. It's a bit long. It's a bit too long. That's about the right size, right? I thought it was an E10. Maybe it's not an E10. No, it must be an E8. My mistake. Let me get the bar here. E8. Oh, typical. Now we need to go down to a smaller size socket. Great. Right. Let's try the E8. I think that's it. It's so rusty, it's very hard to tell. We might have to chap that on actually, because that is pretty nasty looking. Give it a quick chap with this. Hopefully we're not going to snap it, because we've been here before. Oh. We've got some movement. I'm just going to tighten it up again. There we go. There we are. Give it a wee tighten and a loosen. Perfect. Right. Now this has been replaced before, years and years ago when I had a dog Mac. He, believe it or not, chased a mouse into this wheel well and was clawing at was clawing about in here to try and get the mouse, and he ended up biting or scratching through the sensor. So it has been replaced, so I'm hoping it's going to come out easy. But as we know, with the old Mercedes, nothing's ever easy. So if this goes well today, I'll be pleased. Got a bit of time. Been really busy at work. Oh God. I'm not looking forward to this, guys. You know what they're like. Absolute nightmare. Let's try get the old hen's legs on them and give it a twist, just to see if it'll come without snapping anything. Oh. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. No way. Come on. I might be getting prematurely excited here, because we know what happens. But this one has been replaced, and I did clean the hole out the last time. This is looking good. Come on. Come on. Come on, out you come. In one go. Come on, one go. First time in my life. Nah, I don't think it's coming out in one go. I think it's actually broken, but we can always wish. Come on, keep coming. Let's give it a little bit of lubrication. Oh, here we go, running out of everything again. I might actually try and unplug it further up the loom. Which one is it? It's this one, so that one. Just so. Oof, God. Oh! Ah! Now I've pulled that plug and it's become unplugged. I'm wondering if it's actually gone bad at all, but it's too late now, we're too far in. Let's see if we can get this out in a oneer. Something's happening. I can't really see what's happening. Come on, you can do it. Oh, you... Yes, we have got it out in a oneer. Have we? No. We have pulled the outer sleeve off, which would be this bit. So the sleeve's still in there. Okay, so that's not the worst because that's plastic, so we could probably get that out. Why was this broken, I wonder? Okay. Right, so we've got the sleeve in there. Let's see if I can show you it. Oh God, friggin' honestly, I hate Mercedes. I'm getting sick of them. Still ploughing cash into it. Right, there we go. We can see the sleeve in there, which looks undamaged, which is good. So that means the ring shouldn't be damaged, but getting that plastic sleeve out could be the next challenge. Well, it is going to be the next challenge. I'll try and put you somewhere where you can see what's happening. Right, how are we going to do this? Okay. Huh, strangely, this sensor goes... No, that's fine, they go the right way. Okay. Oh, God. Now there is all sorts of way to get things out. I've got some pliers here, mole grips, all sorts of different kinds of pliers. These are actually circlip pliers. I'm just wondering if they would... Nah, I'm going to have to get a pair of needle nose to get them out, because otherwise that's not going to work. Right, 2 minutes, I'll be back with the needles. Right, I've got the needles. Let's see if we can pull that sleeve out without too much hassle. It's not looking good already, and I've made an amateur mistake straight away, which I didn't turn the wheel to the outside. Because the jack, if you remember from a while back, has been leaking something terrible. And it's not pumping up the whole way because I've obviously lost a bit of fluid, and it's like 100 quid for a new Mercedes jack, which I don't want to pay. So right, let's have a look in here. Right, do you know what? That needles aren't going to get it. Let's try these tiny wee cutting pliers. Probably going to ruin them, but I think we're going to need a pry bar or a pick. You've seen me use them before. Or it's going to have to be the good old Dremel. Showed you that hack in the last one on the rear one. Let's try and soak some lube in there for a minute. I'll come back to you with the right. We'll try the old pick, see if we can finagle a case out. Oh, it's solid in there. That's unfortunate what happens when rust swells up against it. If I try and just drag it from all angles. Problem is the ends of the picks get bent. It actually has moved very, very slightly. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Ooh, I can feel metal there. That's the pick obviously biting through. I'm going to have to use the pliers and get a shank on the... Oh, come on, don't break, would you? Try and bend the pick over a wee bit. Let's see if we can get this in there. That feels like it's in the plastic. I can hear it grinding against metal. Ah, for God's sake. Okay. Yeah, that definitely needs to come out. There's no way that's going in there with that sleeve in there. What I'm going to try and do is, I don't want to get too rough with it, but we're going to have to chop probably a little screwdriver down, try and get an edge and just pull it out with pliers. Right, little flathead screwdriver, try and chop it down the side, try and break it out a wee bit. Yeah, that might work. Okay. Don't know if I'm chopping it further in or if it's actually chopping out the way properly. We might be able to get that with a pair of pliers now. But knowing my luck, the plastic will, it's obviously going to snap off in my hand like that, because it's ABS rubbish. Just cracks, it doesn't bend. Oh yeah! We might just have to butcher it all away and just basically smash it to bits and then pull it out and see what happens. Looks like it wants to come out, but don't want to go too far. Mark the ring. I think we're getting somewhere now, look. Let's try and pull that out with the straight nose pliers. Oh, we've got a good bit of it there. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming very, very annoyingly slowly as usual. Saying that, I've only just started, so it's fine. If you're a couple of hours in doing this kind of thing, oh, I think we might get the whole thing. Let's try the pick. I saw it, the whole thing move there. Come on, come out. Oh, that's nearly coming, you know. Hey, there we go. And there we have it. Good. Came out in one piece nicely. Let's have a look down the holey. Oops, there goes the dog. Okay. Hard to tell what it looks like, to be fair. I'm putting my hat on the other way so it looks super cool. Hard to tell. It's definitely all out. There's a bit of the square seat for the sensor so it doesn't go too far. And by that I mean inside there's a small kind of seat. And does it go this way? Yeah, so I'd imagine the back of that there. Have I moved you? Can you see what's happening? The back of there sits on a little seat in there. Right, so that's that. Good. Actually got somewhere for a change quickly. But whether or not this sensor is going to be compatible, I don't know. Where's the box? So it looks like a Mercedes part, although it says made in China, and when I took the QR code on my phone it just went to a blank website, so that could be a very good fake made up to look like a Merc part, or it's the real thing. I don't know. Maybe they do make their stuff in China, I hope not. So the other side, let's just get you around this way. If we look here, the other side of the plug, I've just loosened that off. There's the other side of the plug there, so we'll have to cut these cable ties and route it in. Probably just do that now. Pretty happy how that worked, to be fair, because a lot quicker than I thought it would be. I thought that was going to take ages. Right, snips. Snip this off here. That hasn't taken that long. That's maybe 10-15 minutes messing about, which is pretty good, to be fair. Seeing as what's going on here? Two wee winky cable ties. Right, that is the sensor, and I don't like the way it's routed through from there to there, but I guess that's how it's got to be done. Does it go? Where's that been going, on the outside of the? Oh shit! What's happening here, boys? Is that supposed to be off of there? Yeah. Okay. Just saw something that looked dodgy, but it's fine. So that's the old one out. But I don't know whether to plug it in first. Yeah, I better plug it in over here first somewhere. Ah, sun's coming out for a change. Actually is summertime, but as usual Scotland you never get any flipping sun. Yesterday was lovely. This is Tuesday afternoon. Well, Tuesday evening after work. Let me just show you that there. You can see. Anyway, it's in the back of here. I don't know why I could have even just been unplugged somehow. I don't know. Let's just make sure that that fits. Oh, that's the right way, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Right, that's it clipped on. I'm not going to button anything down until I know that this sensor works. Only problem is I'll probably have to put the wheel back on before I know it works. So let's get back in here. That could do with a scrape up that face, it's not looking great. That's how rubbish gets into the down the hole, like that. Try and move that away. That's very swollen. I don't think there's any rubbish in there, to be fair. So, oh, torch has exploded. What's happening here, guys? That's probably why I don't use it anymore. Okay, so that now goes in there. Now why is that not fitting? Probably because it's quite swollen with rust and stuff. Let's see if we can pick some of that out without it going down into the hole. Give it a little bit of a clean out. Probably wise to blow it out, which I might just do. I've got the compressor at hand. Give it a wee blout, and then I'll just fill it with a bit of WD, which will just go through the ring anyway. Oh, what's happening there? What is this now? Yeah, I'm going to give it a little blowout, and I'll get back to you after that. Blown out. Saw a good bit of stuff come shooting out of there, so hopefully that's kind of half cleaned it. See if we can push this in now. That's better. That's going to go in. We'll maybe just hit a tap it in very gently. That'll do me. Right, let's go and have a look inside the van, hopefully without it falling anywhere, and see if the ABS sensor... Look at the tools, yeah. Waste of time. We'll go around the other side. Not a bad day now, it's beginning to brighten up. Started off a bit rainy, getting better now. Obviously summertime, haven't cut the grass, can't be bothered. Mowers half deed. To be careful here, because like I say, that jack isn't the best. So ABS lights off for now. We have got a computer to plug into it to check it. probably not going to see anything until we actually drive somewhere. But it's off the dash, so okay. It's obviously getting a reading, otherwise it wouldn't be that. It would be, maybe that was a genuine mark part. If that was a genuine mark part, that's the cheapest one I've ever bought. 30 quid it was. I was convinced that was a faker. Okay, so that's looking good. It's getting a signal, that's all we need to know. I'm finding it hard to believe it can't be that simple. Let's put the wheel back on, get it all buttoned up, and I can take this down the road a wee bit. I know it hasn't got an MOT, but I'm not, this isn't quite the public highway, this is a private road, so okay. That's gone extremely well, unlike most jobs on a Merc. I'm not convinced that there has to be something wrong. If there's not, it's like the first time ever that I've done a job and it's gone right the first time. Wow. Let me button everything back up, get the wheel back on, get my car out of the way, and let's have a bit of a drive about. In fact, before I do that, I think I'm going to try and get some lubrication on the old brake slides, because they've not been working great. I know the back ones are desperate for, I did have them off and they were all greased up and everything. This one looks really well greased. I can see the grease coming out at the end of the end cap there, but I don't know. Put a bit down in there. See, if I had the D block, there would be no panic, you see, because we know we could do this and you know it would, the slide would work. I don't know if that's going in or not. Alright, okay. I'll get back to you in 10-15 and get everything buttoned up. Right, wheel back on. Let's start her up. I'm going to crawl her forward and just see. I mean, obviously Sentra's getting resistance, but whether or not it likes it when I drive, it's a different thing. Right, let's go. I've got to watch the, if I just do that, put the TV on, I need to look at this as well. For some reason the camera's blurry, hoping it's not on its way out. I've got an old banger of an Audi sitting back there which is getting scrapped. Well, I'll tell you now guys, oh, she's going to be chook because she's been sitting. Okay. So far so good. Reversing lamp, okay, something else to look at. Okay, wow. The first time in van history someone's gone to plan in 10 minutes. Unreal. Wow. I thought that was going to be super difficult, but okay, good. Well, I thought this was going to be like a 4-hour video to do that, but cracked it. Nice one. So, all the lights off the dash. I do need to look at this camera, although that's not an essential for the MOT, but I just don't like it. I might get some ladders out in a minute and do a separate video on that. Haven't really shown you much of the front recently. Crowded with rubbish because I like to use this as storage when it's not in use, which probably isn't great because it's more annoying than anything. But it's, where are we, April, we've just turned into May, weather's just on the turn. We're going to get camping again. We did how many we did 4 camping trips last year. Do you know what, I don't bother to video them. There's just so much to do with my wee girl and now a wee boy, so yeah, I just basically keep myself. I don't like to. It's difficult to film at campsites just because I don't like to invade other people's privacy, and even though I'm on YouTube, I hate seeing people going about with a camera YouTube, and I just don't like it. It's, I don't know what it is. Maybe just me being a bit older, have a bit more respect for other people. But anyway, so that's that. Wow, done. I will have a look at the back brakes as well. They're going to need to be looked at, I think. I'm going to take it for a run down that wee road there, and hopefully that'll be it. Van needs a good clean. Like I say, due an MOT. Hopefully not going to cost too much, but always costs something. I mean, underneath, if you just looked at the brakes there, that's new brakes, discs and pads, and they're rusty as hell. They just, every winter here, this place gets eaten alive with salt water just because we're so close to the coast. But I'll get onto it and get it ready for the road again for this summer. Alright guys, see you in the next one.